morning, everybody. It's Karen. Sorry, I'm kind of a mess tonight, but I want to get on here and talk about this. I have a friend whose son just got out of jail and is home, and it's something about the virus. They can't extradite. I don't know. They're letting people out. They let him out because they couldn't extradite him or something out of California or into California. I don't know. And this has been a long time heartache for her, and he's home. And she asked me any advice, and I said, yeah. And I'm going to give this advice to all of you. I kind of tried to do it gingerly last night, but I'm going to be very blunt with you. Alcoholics and addicts that are active alcoholics without an answer, and I consider someone that gets out of jail that doesn't have an answer active. He might not have used, he might have come out clean, but the first thing on his mind is going to be getting loaded. He is probably looking for it right now. While he's home, and their parents are all happy, right, that he's home. It's so good to see him. He's out of jail, and he's plotting. So he'll probably be out in the middle of the night. Alcoholics and addicts that are using don't care about a virus. It's not going to stop us. An earthquake is not going to stop us. There's a really great scene in the beginning of a Walking Dead episode where the guy is actually trying to score heroin. And there's all these zombies, and I don't know if you saw that, but I didn't watch it, but one of my followers told me about it. And it's true. They don't care about this. So they don't care. He's going to need to get loaded. He's going to sneak out of the house. He's going to do what he's got to do. He's going to go where he's going to go. He knows street people. That's where he was going before. So the family is at risk. Okay, so I got a few of these stories. I mean, they're just going to make you so sad, but the trick is there's nothing different. You're going to not want to put him out because with a virus. However, that's not going to make any difference. So the rules stay the same. In fact, they're a little bit more. My advice to her was, you sit him down, you and your husband sit him down right now, and you tell him things have changed. Financially, health-wise, the whole world has changed since you went into jail. So these are the rules. You can stay here. You're clean in this moment. I can see that you're clean. If you leave the house, don't come back, right? We're doing a shut-in thing. We're doing a stay-in place. So that means you cannot put me, your father, and the other siblings at risk by running around with street people in and out of the house, doing what you want, and getting high in my home. And I told her, go ahead and secure your laptops and phones and your wallet and your credit cards and everything else that can be sold, because that's what's going to happen. Again, it's happened before. This is not different than last time. You're thinking that it's different than last time because there's this world crisis going on, and you're hoping that they understand this, and this is going to really snap them out of it. It's not, okay? This is a mental illness. This is a serious deal. So same thing, secure your stuff and lay down the law. And then be prepared if he leaves in the middle of the night and he's gone for 3 days, but then he comes slithering back because he's hungry and cold and tired and needs to come down. What are you going to do? Are you going to let him in? You got to decide. So make these decisions now. It's easier to do it beforehand and put all the plan in place before it happens, okay? It's always better to have like a contract, even if you got to write it down. Write it out, have everyone in the family sign it, okay? But this virus is not going to change what's happening with your loved ones that are drinking and using. I got a call from another woman tonight. She's 80 years old, lovely woman. Her son, I've been trying to help for a long time. He's in his 60s. He's a little over 60, okay? Let that sink in for a minute. This guy's in his 60s. He's a musician. He works in the industry, right? He's been battling alcoholism. I've gotten him into several rehabs. Right now, he just wants to drink. But he's in a shit load of hurt because he's at his place. He doesn't drive because of his alcoholism. He's too sick to walk to the only place that's open is like a Walmart. They're open limited amount of times. You have to wait in line to get in. I mean, this is not good for an alcoholic. This is not an easy way. I don't think he's got enough money to order booze to be delivered. I think there's one place in town that's delivering booze. He's calling people and asking them to bring him booze. I think someone from my meeting actually ran him over something to drink because it's a terrible way to be. I mean, he's so sick. And he just doesn't want to get well. I mean, this is just a tough time. And he's riding around on the buses, getting exposed. Anyway, his mother called me, 80 years old, called me, and she's been sick. And they tested her for the COVID-19, and it was negative. But he called her and wanted her to bring him some booze, her or her 75-year-old husband. And I told them, do not leave the house, right? You've just found out you're not COVID-19, so stay in the house. Do not even risk exposure, right? Don't worry about him. But how sad is it that he is the alcoholic, what we do to people when we're drinking and using, he's not even thinking about the health of his parents. You know what I mean? I want you to really realize this disease has nothing to do with the virus. So everything you were doing before is the same now, like as far as boundaries, okay? It's going to feel bad. She said, well, I'm worried because he's on. I said, you know what? You got to leave him alone. He either wants to get well or he won't. He will either go back into treatment, he will call for help, he will do it, or he just wants people to bring him booze. Not much we can do about that. So she understood. She's been doing this obviously for 60 years with the guy, probably 50 years. And I just thought how sad it is, that this guy is 60 and his mother's calling me. You know what I mean? And she's worried about that. And she shouldn't have to be worried about that right now, right? He should be looking after her right now. But this is a family illness. This is a family disease, and this is what happens. And it's sad, and that's why I'm doing this. I want you all to know that there is an answer. There is a solution. If you're having problems, though, with your boundaries because of this virus, do not, okay? This is still a killer disease, meaning alcoholism, and your loved one is probably more likely to die of alcoholism than they are of the virus. That's just the way it is with alcoholics and addicts. Me too, me included. So I just wanted to share that with you. Keep your boundaries in place. Stay firm. Protect your family. Protect yourself and your home. And make some rules and go by it. That's it. Even if you have kids that aren't drinking and using, they want to party and they want to go out, no. You make the rules. This is your house. You're going to even if you're the lucky one that gets to keep working, it's going to have financial ramifications on the whole world for many, many months to come. We're all going to learn to be very good savers, right? This is like going through the depression when our parents went through the depression, or your grandparents. You come out a different person. And so you have to run your household like that. Like, this is what we're going to do here. And kids don't get to run around because they're not going to die from it. So they're not thinking it's that important, but they have no idea that by being out and exposed and exposing others is going to snowball this thing into something that it's going to take us forever to recover from. So let's start within our own home. Okay. Let me know if I can be helpful. Thanks for listening. Bye.